Hi guys, I am Almedia Exum and welcome to my channel. I'm starting a little late, but better late than never. I was having some technical difficulties. I want to make sure there's no echo going on, so I'm going to check this on my live before I continue. I'm going to check this on my phone real quick. Okay, it sounds like you all can hear me well. Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Sounds like you all can hear me well. Let's see. Okay. So yes, I think we're all good to go. I just have to make sure the sound is right, even though this is a live writing challenge, so there won't be much talking once we get into things. I just wanted to make sure everything was right with the sound first, because I was hearing a bit of an echo, and it took me a while to get to go live because I was having some technical difficulties. But like I said, it's always better late than never. We are doing a live writing sprint challenge. This is just to help if you have any trouble with writing and you just need to sit down, write for a certain amount of minutes, and then continue from there. That's what I'm doing today. I love doing these challenges, and it's fun. The last time I went live and did it, some people thought it was helpful. I know a few writers that do this, and I've learned this technique, and it really helps me. So I will be doing a live writing sprint with you all today. So feel free if you're writing any projects. Oh, by the way, that's my fan. So if you hear a little shh, it's my fan blowing on. I turned it down, but I love having the fan blow on me. So I will be doing that challenge today. If you have any writing that you need to get done today, feel free to use this time to write. And just be inspired to write and be creative during this space. So this is a writing sprint. So what I'm going to do, last time I did 15 minutes. And 15 minutes seemed, I think I did 10 minutes and then I did 15 minutes. And it seemed to go by so fast. And that's how it goes with the writing sprints. Before you know it, the time is up. You're flowing and the time is up. I just want to share a few things that I use during my writing sprints and whenever I'm getting into a creative space, what helps me. So, as you all can probably see, so I have some water here. I have my notes. I don't know if you all can see this because my phone is right here. I have all of my notes for what I'm going to be writing on. This is a notebook, and then this is more information inside of a notebook, inside of a folder. I have some really fun sticky notes over here. I got this thing from Target, and it's so much fun. I just organize all of my sticky notes in here, and I just write down things that the characters are going to say, and they're not color coded or anything. I just write down like what the characters are going to say, what ideas I have. I have a highlighter, a mechanical pencil, and I just bought these little pens. They're so nice. I started writing with these about a week ago, and I love these. And so it's nice to have a pen, a pencil, and a highlighter as you're creating. Most of my work is going to be a writing sprint on my laptop, but you can do writing sprints when you're just like on regular paper. Okay, so it's good to have this information. It's good to have the sticky notes and the pens and pencils, because as I'm doing a writing sprint, you know, after I'm done and I'm taking a break, I may want to go and write something on one of my post-it notes, and or I may just want to, you know, scribble something in my notebook from the notes in my notebook that I don't want to be a part of this draft, but I mostly just type on my laptop. I make sure I have me a cup of tea around just because it helps calm me. And I'm drinking the Tazo green tea. I drink this all the time. And it's in my favorite mug. It says, "Be happy always." And the tea I'm drinking is green Tazo tea with lemon, fresh lemon, and fresh cut ginger roots with dark amber honey. It's really good for the body. I have my fan blowing. This makes me feel like I'm on like a beach or like, and I have some incense. Well, they're like, it's oil burning. It's called frankincense. It really gets me into the creative space, and so that's what I use. Like I said, I always have water too, because during the breaks I normally like drink a lot of water. I drink water anyway, but I normally am going to the bathroom, getting up, standing up, just whatever makes me feel comfortable. But I do a lot of drinking of water in between the breaks. So this is just I'm showing you what I do. So in case you want an idea, and I try to keep like a plant around me. I have several plants throughout my place, but I like to keep a plant around me because it's just very inspiring. You feel their energy, and we feel ours. So we will begin the writing challenge in a minute. Let me just put up this timer. So last time, I made a note of it. Last time we did 10-minute sprints. I did 4 rounds of 10-minute sprints and then 4 5-minute breaks. So that was about 60 minutes. This time, we're going to go up to 15 minutes seems kind of low, but we're going to go up to 15 minutes. We're going to write for 15 minutes. I'm going to write for 15 minutes and feel free to join in if you want. 1 second. See this? I'm just trying to get this information out. I'm trying to reset the timer, so please keep it. We'll be able to start it. Hope everyone is doing well today. Everyone is having a long, not a long day today. A happy day today. 1 second. Okay, can you all see me? Can you hear me? It says I'm muted. Let's see. It says see. I'm gonna test this out one more time. Having some technical difficulties today. We'll get started one more. Try to reset. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. So let's get started. Okay, the timer. Timer. This is very exciting, you all. I love just getting into the creative space. Um, I really love just getting into the creative space. And I love sharing this with others because you never know who I'm going to inspire. Like I said, I've inspired people before. So, Setting this up. Yeah, in retrospect, I definitely should have made this 1 p.m. But like I said, either way, it was great. I'm just happy to be here live doing another writing sprint live. This helps me, and it's just fun, you know? You're going to have to write regardless, right? Some of us are going to have to write papers. Some of us are writing books. Some of us are writing thesis statements. Some of us are writing scripts. Some of us are, writing a children's book, whatever it may be, or we're writing poetry or whatever, or writing blogs for our coming blog post or whatever. You have to write anyway, right? Why not go live to other people writing blogs, well, doing writing? So I have the clock set, the timer set at it's 15 minutes writing sprints today instead of the 10-minute writing sprint before. It's going to be 15-minute writing sprints with 5-minute break. Stop. All right, I'm gonna drink some tea really quick and just made this before I started. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not good. It's that good lemony taste and flavor in my spirit. All right, you all. I'll let you know when we're starting. I just gotta make sure I'm open. I have a lot of tabs open. And like I said, it doesn't matter if everything makes sense that you're writing down. If you're writing down 5 sentences that speak from your heart, right? And then 2 sentences you write makes no sense. The whole idea is to just force yourself to get into the flow of writing. You can always edit it. You can always do second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th drafts of whatever you're it's just the process of getting your mind prepared in the flow of writing. And just pulling back up my manuscript accidentally closed out of it. All right. And like I said before, the cool thing about writing is, you're exploring whatever world that it's all about your voice in your ideas. Even if you're not writing a book, even if you're writing like a piece of paper or you're writing some papers for school, it's from your perspective. So give it all your energy, give it all you have. And what I like to say is kind of have an idea of what you want to write about, just somewhat. But if you don't, just let it flow, let the spirit speak to you as you're writing. For me, I'm jumping to halfway through my manuscript, and because this is my second draft, and I was working on a few chapters before, but I think today, right now, I want to just dive into like chapter 8 and chapter 9, which no one needs to know what I'm doing, but I'm just letting you all know for transparency. You can start wherever, it doesn't have to be right. So let's get down to it right now. Timer. Timer, where are you, timer? Minimizing the timer so I can have enough space to see my words. The timer is going to beep when I actually, oh, that's what I wanted to do. 1 second. Okay. The timer is going to beep when it's time to stop, and we are starting right now. 15 minutes. Write your heart out. All right. It has beat. That was 15 minutes, you all. 15 minutes. And that was very fun. I don't know why the sound didn't go off. I have the time watch up next to me, so that's how I know it went off. That was so much fun. It's fun to kind of like figure out what these characters are saying, at least from my perspective, with what I'm doing with what I'm working on, and just figuring out how things come together with the words and stuff. So it's very fun, very insightful, and we are now on a 5 minute break. There were a few times there where I just paused. I completely paused, and I was trying to figure out what the characters were saying. But it's fun, you know. This happened. The intention is to just keep on working, keep on writing. My tea. Oh, James Stewart says, "Hello, Almedia. How are you doing today? I have a question for you. Here is okay to share a prayer, help people who are hurting right now. What do you do if you ask for money outside?" Okay. James, I will definitely answer that question after we do this live. It's a long question, and some of the words are jumbled, so I'm not sure, but I will answer that question after, at the very end, after we finish doing the writing sprint. I just want to keep my mind in the space of writing and creativity, but I'll definitely get to your question. And thank you for commenting and asking questions. So, everyone, the cool thing, everyone listening on YouTube and on Facebook, the cool thing about doing these writing sprints, let me see how much time we have for this break. 3 minutes. Okay, I can talk a little bit. The cool thing about doing these writing sprints is it's allowing you to flush through the stories or whatever you're writing in your head. You're able to like flush through all of the stuff in your head, and then you're able to come back to it and revise it. And I think it's so much fun. Like what I'm writing right now, I know this isn't going to be the final draft of the book, but it's so much fun just trying to figure out what like the characters are saying, how they're feeling. And for me, most times I know how they're feeling in any given moment. Well, I think I know, but it's getting these words out, trying to explain what's in my head. It's just as fun. Some of it comes out very silly. Some of it comes out very silly, but I reread my work and then I laugh and I say, "Oh gosh, this is funny. Oh wow, this is interesting," or "Oh, that doesn't make sense. Let me reword it." Like sometimes I'll go back to my writing and I'll just laugh at myself. Like I'm thinking, why did you say that? That makes no sense. Or oh, this is what I was trying to say. Let me rephrase this self. So these are always fun. Because you're like racing against the timer to try to get everything down, keep it down. And you know, this may not make it to like the third draft. This I'm working on my second draft. And there's so much that needs to be, put into the project that I'm doing. But this may not make it to the third draft, some of the stuff I'm on right now, or maybe it will. Maybe it'll make it to the final draft. But it's just a process of creating and getting those words on. So I'm just gonna relax for the next. Let's see. I have 1 minute left. I'm gonna just look over some of the stuff that I wrote so that I know where I want to pick up. So if you're watching this now on YouTube or on Facebook, or if you decide to watch this later to inspire you to write, I do encourage everyone during that 5 minutes, drink some water, drink some fluids, use the bathroom, and just get into a calming space. Review what you have written if you feel up to it, unless you just want to keep your mind blank until you start back again. But I do recommend that everyone just figures out, okay, from where you left off, where you're going to start back up when that timer starts again. Again, the timer is going to start again for us in like less than a minute, in about 50 seconds. And I have an idea where I'm going to pick back up. And so I just want to take a few seconds to read some of the stuff that I wrote down, and edit some of just click on like some of the spell checks really quickly, even though I don't have to do that. and just get into this space of calmness. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll let you know when it's time to start back on the second round of writing for 15 minutes. So, oh, wow, that was fast. We have started back. I didn't hear it start. We have started back 15 minutes of writing sprint. The writing sprint starts right now. Okay. Let's go. Depth, depth of its value. Alrighty, you all. We have reached the second round of breaks. It's 5 minute breaks, and then we're gonna wrap it all up. I cannot believe I wrote this much. Let me see how much I wrote. Okay, so some is already here. So I'm going to say about 500 words. About 500. Because it says 900, and I think about a good 400 of this was already here. So we're just winding down, taking a break, and then after this last minute break of just like winding down our minds, we're just gonna wrap up this writing sprint. This has been so much fun. Um, what I learned today is I still have to just revisit a lot of these paragraphs that I've been writing and really flush out the intentions of the characters, the feelings of the characters, and just make it make sense. What I enjoyed about this time, this writing sprint, is just playing around with how they're talking to each other, the conversations. Some of them sound poetic, some of them just sound very plain, which is fine. People are just talking, but they're talking about some good, interesting stuff. And so just playing around with that and playing around with the whole idea of writing humor in some of it. It's very fun. And so trying to make things sound funny, and sometimes it sounds funny to me, and then I'm writing. I'm like, this doesn't sound funny. But it not sounding funny sounds funny to me. So that's what I've learned. What have you learned? Leave comments down below from this time you writing. No matter what you're writing, maybe you're just doing your homework. Maybe you're finishing a paper. Maybe you're writing a blog for your website. What have you learned during this time of writing? What have you learned about yourself when it comes to writing? What have you learned about the topic that you're writing about? Do you feel like you can do more research? Now, with the what I'm writing, I know there's going to be more. There's going to be some research that I need to do, but most of it is just my world, and I'm creating it as I. So yeah, one thing I have learned is that I am going to have to uh, just reword things, just figure out the best way to say things to where it's simple. You know, it doesn't have to be a long, drawn out way of saying something. Sentences can be said simply. Say it simply because I want the readers to flow when you're reading this. Yeah, I'm going to finish my tea while I look over my work because we're on break for 5 minutes, and then that's going to conclude. For right now, it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm gonna just drink my tea and look over what I've written, and that will conclude today's writing challenge. But so it was 2 minutes. It was two sessions of 15-minute sessions. So that's 30 minutes of writing plus 5 minutes of breaks. So it's been about 40 minutes total. Last time I did about an hour. Um, the next writing sprint I'll do will probably be an hour or an hour 30, so I can do more sprints. The sprints are fun, and it gets even more funner the longer it is. But sometimes if you do sprints too long, just kind of check out. If you do it 25 minutes and you don't have the stamina to like write for 25 minutes, it doesn't help because you're just sitting there looking at the like words come out of my brain onto the page, onto the computer. So it's good to start with times like 10 minutes and 5 minutes. And well, 5 minutes is too small for me, but some people can do 5 minutes. But it's good to do 10 minutes and 15-minute sprints with 5 minute breaks. Some people like to do 10 minutes, 10-minute breaks so you can get up and wiggle and like stretch or whatever. But I prefer to stay sitting down unless I have to use the bathroom, just to kind of be in this comfort space of like looking at the computer and thinking about how I can add value to the story stuff. So I'm gonna take the last minute that we have here on our break and just read over this what I've written. I have all types of typos, you all. So far, I'm just working some typos. Importance. I'm laughing at my writing, you. I'm laughing at how I just worded things. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I'm trying to figure out what I wrote. Okay, we have reached the end of our break for our writing sprint. So, like I said, we did two 15-minute sessions of writing as much as we could, and then two sessions of 5-minute breaks. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and check. Somebody left a comment earlier, and I'm going to check that on the laptop. Hmm. Okay, it's too much to fit on there. It says, let's see what James Stewart says. Um, okay, James, I don't understand what you're saying. It sounds like you said you are experiencing trouble with heart disease and depression. I wish you well. I hope that this inspired you. Um, and what I'll do is I know you said that there may be like a GoFundMe or something for it, or you're looking into GoFundMe's. I wish you well and strength for whatever you're facing. If you're battling with depression, I do have a happy life day motivational podcast that I do on my channels. It's on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook channel. Check that out for daily inspiration. As far as like any issues with heart disease, I'm gonna send you a link to. I'm gonna. The only thing I can do to help you with that is just send you some things to help when it comes to heart disease and battling with heart conditions, as far as different foods to eat, healthy foods and things to help, herbs that will help with that. So I'm gonna figure out a way to send that to you all. Either I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. I'm probably gonna have to look it up and like send you a message or something. But I wish you well. I wish you happiness, love, peace, and joy. And that goes for everyone, but James Stewart did leave uh, a long message. And I don't know if you're from the US, because some of this sounds like a translation, like you typed it into a translator and a Google translator translated it the best they could, but I'm not sure. You could have just been typing fast. Either way, I'm wishing you much strength, a strong heart, a strong spirit, and that goes for everyone. You know, I'm wishing everyone love, peace, happiness, and joy. Know that life is a gift and it's one to be celebrated. And if no one's told you today, know that you are loved, you are valuable, and you matter. And remember, above all, remember to have a happy life day, you all. And just remember to be kind to yourself. In a world of uncertainty, remember to be kind to yourself. That's one thing that writing does. You know, writing can be an outlet to battle with depression and create worlds of our own when the world that we exist in is so uncertain. So I wish all of you well. Thanks for tuning in today with this writing challenge. There are definitely more writing challenges to come. It's very fun. It's very simple. Writing itself isn't simple. It's a job just like anything else. But when you pour your heart into it, your heart comes out of it. And I say that to say people get connected to the work that you do. Whether you're writing a blog, whether you're writing a thesis paper or a homework paper, whether you're writing a book, a children's book, whether you're writing a script, a screenplay, a stage play, whatever it may be, when you pour your heart into something, your heart comes out of it and it touches other people. And I hope that all of you are touched in life with good things, good energy, and that you're affected only positively in life. And even if you find yourself having a bad day, know that it won't last always. Again, know that you are loved, you are valuable, and you matter. Stay tuned for more writing sprints and more content on my YouTube and Facebook page, as well as my Instagram page. You all have a great day because you're great.